And so I am the great-grandson of John Johnson. And John Johnson was born in Oslo, Norway, on March the 25th, 1842. And when he was 7 years old, his family moved from Norway to the Janesville, Wisconsin area. He joined the 2nd Wisconsin Volunteers in 1861. The Battle of Fredericksburg on December 13th, 1862 is when he lost his arm. And he was awarded, as I said, the Congressional Medal of Honor, and it was in 1893 that he and several other Civil War folks were awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. He was manning a cannon and continued to do so after he was hit, and while he was bleeding until he fell over. All of this happened when he was 19, 20, 21 years old. Johnny, it said, as the boys used to call him, was a Norwegian boy of about 18 or 19 when wounded. The way he stood up under the terrible wound caused his men to cherish his memory for many years thereafter. He never, as far as I know, went back to Wisconsin, but moved to Washington, where he met my great-grandmother. They married and had 6 children. Interestingly enough, he learned to write with his left hand, and he was a clerk. So in those days, you were doing a lot of handwriting, and so that was his job. He was a clerk for one of the government departments. So that's my grandfather behind me, James Luke, and he's in his World War I uniform. I don't think they thought of themselves necessarily as heroic or doing something unusual. It was something that you did. You have some ancestors with a lot of grit and perseverance. Obviously, it's of course not just in those days. My brother Michael, and my brother Tim. They were both in the service. Obviously, Brian, my grandson, just matriculated out of the Marines. So it's a tradition that goes on in the family.